Emma, a 24-year-old struggling content creator, runs a small online channel with just 3,000 followers. Her true crime and paranormal videos barely get attention, leaving her frustrated and desperate for a breakthrough. While wandering through a dusty antique shop in her city, she spots an old picture frame, black wood etched with swirling, unfamiliar symbols. The shopkeeper, an old man with a raspy voice, warns, "It gives what you want, but it takes what you love." Intrigued by its eerie aesthetic, Emma buys it for $10, thinking it'll be a perfect prop for a creepy video. She brings the frame home and hangs it on the wall opposite her bed in her cramped apartment. That night, she films a video, setting up candles for a spooky vibe and talking about the frame's strange origins. She recounts the shopkeeper's cryptic warning, half joking, half curious, and asks her audience to comment if they notice anything odd. While editing the footage, she hears a faint whisper through her headphones, her own voice but distorted, saying, "Look closer." She dismisses it as audio feedback and posts the video. By morning, it has 15,000 views, a massive spike for her channel. The comments section buzzes with excitement. Viewers claim they saw a shadow flicker inside the frame at a specific timestamp. Emma scrubs through the video and pauses at the moment they mentioned. In the frame's reflection, there's a faint, pale shape, a face that doesn't belong to her. Her stomach twists, but she convinces herself it's a trick of the light or a smudge on the glass. The attention is intoxicating, and she decides to lean into the mystery, planning another video to explore the frame further. For her next video, Emma films at midnight, amplifying the creepy atmosphere with dim lighting and incense. She speaks directly to the frame, asking, "Who are you? What do you want?" The air grows heavy and her camera glitches, capturing brief bursts of static. When she reviews the footage, she hears whispers again, not from the audio track, but from the frame itself, now silently hanging on her wall. The words are clear, "Show me more." The video explodes online, hitting 60,000 views, and her follower count surges. She's thrilled, but feels a chill she can't shake. Emma's channel grows rapidly, but the frame starts to consume her thoughts. She dreams of it every night, a dark void within the frame pulling her closer, whispering her name. Small things go wrong in her apartment. Her keys vanish, lights flicker, and her phone opens to the camera app without her touching it. Her friend Sarah visits and immediately feels uneasy, saying the frame seems to watch her. Emma brushes it off, but later that night, she catches a glimpse in the frame's reflection. Her bedroom, but darker, with a shadowy figure standing in the corner. The obsession deepens. Emma can't stop thinking about the frame, and her videos about it keep racking up views. She sets up a live stream, using multiple cameras to capture the frame from different angles. Hundreds of viewers tune in, flooding the chat with theories. Halfway through, her apartment's power cuts out, plunging the room into darkness. Her phone's flashlight keeps the stream alive, showing her terrified face. Viewers type frantically, "It's behind you." Emma spins around, heart pounding, but sees nothing. When the lights return, the frame is tilted slightly, as if someone brushed against it. Desperate for answers, Emma scours the internet for information about the frame's symbols. She finds a 2013 forum post about a cursed mirror with similar carvings, said to grant success but trap the user's soul. The post describes a ritual to break the curse, destroy the frame at the exact time it was bought. Emma checks her receipt, 3:15 p.m., but the antique shop is now closed when she tries to confirm. Her latest video hits 120,000 views and sponsorship offers pour in, but she feels like she's losing control. The whispers grow louder, echoing even when she's not filming. Emma's reflection in the frame looks wrong, her eyes too dark, her smile unnaturally wide. Sarah stops responding after a cryptic text saying the frame knew her name. Emma feels compelled to keep creating content, as if the frame is pulling her strings. One night, she wakes to find herself standing in front of the frame, holding a knife, with no memory of getting out of bed. In the reflection, she sees herself cutting her arm, but she feels no pain. Emma's life unravels further. Her apartment feels alive with malice. Doors creak open, shadows shift in her peripheral vision, and the air grows colder each day. She tries to take the frame down, but her hands tremble, and an unseen force seems to push her back. She starts losing time, waking up to find new videos uploaded to her channel that she doesn't remember recording. One shows her staring blankly at the frame for hours, her lips moving as if whispering back to it. Her follower count climbs, but she's terrified. She digs deeper into the frame's history, finding an old blog post mentioning a 19th century artist who carved cursed objects to capture ambition. The symbols on the frame are tied to an ancient ritual that binds the user's desires to a malevolent entity. Emma realizes the frame isn't just a haunted object. It's a gateway feeding on her growing fame. She tries contacting the shopkeeper, but the antique store's phone number is disconnected, and the building is now an empty lot. The whispers now form full sentences, urging her to keep showing and never stop. Emma's reflection no longer mirrors her movements. Sometimes it smiles when she doesn't, or its eyes follow her when she turns away. She stops sleeping, afraid of what she'll see in her dreams. Her videos become erratic, showing her talking to the frame as if it's alive. Viewers love the performance, unaware of her terror, and her channel hits 300,000 followers. Emma decides to destroy the frame. She plans to smash it at 3:15 p.m., the time on her receipt. As the hour approaches, the apartment shakes violently. Lights strobe, windows rattle, and the whispers scream, "You need me!" Her body feels heavy, like something's holding her back. She grabs a hammer, but the frame seems to pulse, its symbols glowing faintly. At 3:15, she swings, shattering the glass. Shards cut her hands, and the whispers stop. Silence falls, but her relief is fleeting. Her phone buzzes with a notification. A new video has uploaded to her channel, titled "Look Closer." She watches, horrified, as it shows her sleeping, filmed from above her bed where no camera was set up. The footage ends with her waking, staring at the frame and smiling, a smile that isn't hers. The comments praise her genius horror content, oblivious to the truth. She tries to delete the video, but it uploads instantly. Her follower count surges to 600,000. Emma notices the frame's shards on the floor, each reflecting her face, but it's not her. The reflections smile, their eyes hollow, whispering, "We're not done." She realizes the curse wasn't in the frame, it's in her now, tied to her growing fame. She tries to stop posting, but her hands move on their own, filming new videos. Her audience grows, but she's a prisoner, her every move watched by the entity in the reflections. Days pass, and Emma's life becomes a nightmare. Her apartment is a maze of flickering lights and shifting shadows. She sees the entity everywhere, in mirrors, windows, even her phone screen. It mimics her, but its movements are jerky, unnatural. Sarah finally calls, sounding panicked, saying she saw Emma's face in her own mirror, whispering her name. Emma begs her to stay away, but the call cuts off mid-sentence. Emma tries to flee, packing a bag and heading for the door. But the apartment locks itself, trapping her inside. The frame's shards begin to reassemble, the glass knitting together on the floor. She smashes it again, but it reforms faster each time. Her videos now upload without her consent, showing her pleading for help, but viewers think it's part of the act. Her channel hits 1 million followers, and brands offer huge deals, but she's too afraid to care. In a last-ditch effort, Emma researches the ritual again. The blog mentioned a second step. To break the curse, she must reject what the frame gave her. She deletes her channel, losing all her followers. The whispers scream in rage, and the frame's reflections show her distorted face, contorted in fury. But the uploads stop and the apartment grows quiet. She thinks she's free. Weeks later, Emma moves to a new city, avoiding mirrors and cameras. She gets a job at a quiet bookstore, trying to rebuild her life. But one night, she checks her old email and finds thousands of messages from fans begging her to return. Among them is a video file sent from her own deleted account. It shows her new apartment, filmed from above her bed with her sleeping. At the end, her reflection in a nearby window smiles and whispers, "You can't stop." Emma realizes the curse never left. It's in her reflection, her image, her very presence. Every time someone watches her old videos, still circulating online, the entity grows stronger. She smashes every reflective surface in her apartment, but it's no use. The final scene shows her sitting in the dark, covering her face as whispers fill the air, not from any object but from inside her. Her fame is eternal, and so is the curse.